We ended up getting 8 inches of snow, so we got more than twice of what was expected. The forecast was for 2 to 4 inches, and we got 8 inches. Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, and Boo, the LuckyFerals. 9:15 a.m. Stella, Splash, and Simba were on free roam all night, and right now it is snowing. Good morning, Simba. You want to show everyone your fluffy belly? Simba's a fluffy boy. Fluffy? Fluffy boy? Good morning, Boo. This is what the patio looks like with the snow. So it looks like maybe we've gotten an inch of snow. For some reason, it looks like there's more snow in the back than there is in the front, which is really weird. We're only supposed to get a few inches of snow today, so let's hope that's all we get. Downstairs, it is about 68 degrees, but for some reason, it always feels like it's colder than that. Hello, Stella. Hello, Stella. You a happy girl? Happy girl. Stella's a happy girl because she likes snow. Stella loves snow. The cats are getting their nature's variety instinct raw bites today. They're all very hungry. It's about 11 a.m. and I was in the kitchen and I heard a cat pawing at the door between the downstairs and upstairs. And I opened the door and it was Simba, and he came right upstairs. And he walked into the hall, and Boo was sitting in the hall, and Simba came into the hall. And then Boo walked into the living room, and Simba walked into Boo's room. So I said, let's see what happens if we turn the tables. So Simba's in Boo's room, and the gates are on the door. So there's Boo right now in the hall looking into his room. And it's 1 gate, 2 gates, so it's fully gated. So, and there's Simba. Simba is perfectly happy sitting there and looking outside and looking out the window, because that's where the cats used to love to look out the windows. Now, Boo should be perfectly happy sitting in the front window and looking out that window. The only issue that we have is that the litter box is in Boo's room. There's no other litter box up here. So if Boo should need to use a bathroom, he doesn't have access to a litter box. Simba has access to a litter box downstairs. Cats have the litter boxes, but there's no litter box in where Boo is right now. It is 11:50 right now, and I'm having something to eat before I go outside and shovel a little bit for Hydrox, like around the shelters and stuff. And Boo, he's been laying on the cat tower in the front window, and Simba has been laying by the windows in Boo's room. They've both been peaceful and content, but of course the gates are up. It is 12:15 p.m. I'm just about to go outside and deal with snow. And I looked into Boo's room, and this is where Simba is laying. Simba is laying in the cat tower in Boo's room, exactly where Boo usually lays. Like, exactly. Right now it is about 12:30 p.m. and we've gotten more snow than we were supposed to get. We're only supposed to get 2 to 4 inches of snow. And this is like, I would say, about 6 inches of snow, but thankfully it's powdery, dry snow. So this is what the cat shelter is looking like, and this is what the heated feeder is looking like. I'm going to shovel the stuff out. I'm going to shovel path to the cat shelter. But thankfully, the way that the house is set up, meaning the people house, do you see on the side there where there's no snow near the door to the shelter? So that's good. So Hydrox, hopefully he's in there and just like, you know, hibernating for a while. I was just clearing away the feeder, and then I looked up, and there's Hydrox. He's walking through the snow. I don't know where he was. Would you see his tail? So he's gonna come through where I didn't clear, but I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna get him some food. It is 1:15 p.m. I just went downstairs to get this extra litter box that I have. It's like a smaller litter box from when I first let the cats inside. And I stopped using this one when I got that loop sifting litter box. But so this is like an extra litter box, and I figured, let me bring it upstairs. I'll put some litter in it because Simba does not want to leave Boo's room at all. Like, he would not want to leave. But then what happened is I went downstairs to get the litter box, and I gave Stella some crunchies. I gave her a tablespoon of crunchies, and all of a sudden I heard boom, and I said, oh, it sounds like Simba jumped off the cat tower and wants to get out of Boo's room. So I came back upstairs, and sure enough, he's waiting by the door. So this cat somehow knew that I gave Stella some crunchies downstairs. Now, I was not loud about it at all because Splash was down there also, and I wanted to like sneak them to her, and yeah, so Simba knows. Simba knows. And there's Boo. It's almost 4 p.m. and we ended up getting 8 inches of snow. So we got more than twice of what was expected. The forecast was for 2 to 4 inches, and we got 8 inches. So all this has been cleaned off for Hydrox. The bottom hasn't been shoveled out. I just heard the dry feeder go off, so that's working. This has all been shoveled out. This has all been shoveled out. And that one door has been cleared out, and then a path to the apartment under the house has been cleared out. And I did see Hydrox scoot out from the shelter through the side of the house. I guess he's afraid of the shoveling noises. But look, he has pathways to walk. The only thing, like, right here is this big pile of snow, so he really only has, like, one pathway. Okay, so everything has pretty much been cleared out. The best is going to be cleared out, but I just wanted to show you again. So what you're looking at is, like, Hydrox's apartment under the house, and in that far back corner, you can see the vestibule to the heated cat shelter. So it stays clear in there, it stays dry in there, and a path has been cleared out over here. And Hydrox should be good to go. I'm just going to give him some food in the feeder, and then he should be set for the night. It is 5:22 p.m. and Boo is on free roam. Simba is in the cat tower. Stella is by the Christmas tree in the door. The two of them just walked upstairs. I opened the door and they just came up. Yesterday, Boo jumped on top of Simba, and I did not like what was going on because it looked like he was biting him. And I didn't want that to happen, but when I checked Simba out, I did not find any bites on him, like any punctures or anything, so it's just something, you know, we need to be aware of with Boo. I just feel like he still needs to learn how to play properly. Or maybe he's trying to, like, show dominance on the other cats. If they all just sit around like this, I'm happy right now. Boo's here, Stella's by the door, and Simba's on the cat tower. So Stella was sitting nicely by the door, and then all of a sudden Boo decided he wanted to go and jump on her. So he ran over to her and, you know, jumped. I don't think he jumped on her. I think he jumped near her, and then she ran into the dining room. Now, it would be one thing if he only jumped on the other cats and if he was, like, playing and jumping. But if that progresses to, like, a serious fight, I don't want that to happen. And we've seen Boo do that, like, when he was outside. So, I don't know if Boo can get along with other cats. I mean, he was living peacefully with these cats when they were all outside. But that was, like, a year ago when Stella, Simba, and Splash came in. Yeah, it was exactly a year ago. It was last January. So, Boo, you gotta learn to be nice, okay? We have to be a nice boy. We have to remember our manners, right, Boo? We have to remember our manners, and we don't jump on other cats. Remember, Sonia told you not to jump on other cats because other cats don't like it when you jump on them, Boo. They don't like it when you play that way. You have to be nice. Boo, you're a cat. Got it? You're a cat, Boo. You gotta be nice to other cats. right now Stella's not happy. Right, Stella? But at least she didn't run downstairs or anything. Like, she's holding her ground. Like, she's still in this room. Okay, I just realized that I can't feed the cats yet because this food is still seriously frozen. Maybe the Instinct raw bites are a little less frozen, but those bigger Primal raw nuggets are really frozen. These have only been out for about an hour and a half, so we're gonna have to wait a while before the cats eat. It is 6:05 p.m. I just randomly looked out the back door, and there's Hydrox. He's eating his food, so that's good. Hopefully he'll just eat his food and then go in the shelter and stay warm. And I double-checked today to make sure that the outlet is still working, that everything is still plugged in. So if the heated feeder is working, then the heated pet pad should be working also. They're hooked up to the same outlet, so. 7:17 p.m. I've been playing with Stella and Simba, and they were both in this crate at the same time. Then I said, oh, I'm gonna go and get the camera. By the time I find the camera, Stella left the crate. Oh, here she comes. Maybe she'll go back in. We were playing with like these wiggly toys in the scratch and roll because they love that. And they, for some reason, they really like this collapsible crate also. They like just hanging out in it. I mean, I do have to say at least Stella is making progress because, you know, she sees Boo in his drawer and she's not running away and she's not getting like super mad. So Stella's being more accepting of Boo. Because for a while, like, she didn't want anything to do with him. Like, she did not even want to, like, be this close to him. Which is in, like, the next room. 7:30 p.m. Today we have Stella in the collapsible pet crate. She walked in there on her own, then she laid down and I zipped her in. And she wasn't too happy about that, but then she seemed to relax again. And I just let Boo out of his room. And I don't know, he seems a little bit afraid of Stella. Simba's downstairs and Splash are downstairs and they have the door shut, so I just want to see how these two interact while Stella's in the crate. So far, there hasn't been any hissing or anything. I really thought that when Boo walked over to the crate, Stella would start hissing and stuff, so. Okay, she's growling. Are you growling, Stella? You growling? She's not growling right now, but she was growling. 8:54 p.m. and right now I am just documenting what just happened. So I came downstairs to put some stuff away. I'm still putting Christmas stuff away. And as I was coming back up the stairs, I opened the door to go in the kitchen, and Boo runs past me and starts heading down the steps. Now, he's never done that before. He's never tried to go downstairs. So he got about halfway down the steps. Now, Stella was right there eating at the digger, and Simba and Splash are on the green rug around here, and Boo came halfway down the stairs. Now, I had no idea what he was going to do because he looked like he was going to charge Stella. He was just like running. So I was like, Boo, go back upstairs. Boo, go back upstairs. So he then stopped, but then he kept going. So then I started going down the stairs after him. And at that point, he turned around and he went back upstairs and he ran into his room. So I think he's a little kind of, you know, maybe like shaken up by what happened. I don't know. He was taken by surprise. Obviously, he wants to explore downstairs and see what's down there. But I guess maybe he didn't expect to see all 3 cats there. I don't know. Or he didn't expect for me to be like, no, Boo, go back upstairs. I don't know. Maybe he wants to just be with the other cats. Maybe I could put him in the carrier and bring him down. I don't want to just bring him down and let him loose because I still don't trust him not to jump on these cats and start fights with them. Because every day that he's out with the cats, he's been jumping on them. Let's talk about Dr. Elsey's cat litter right now because I really like this litter. I have like 4 boxes of it right here so I could change the litter and the litter boxes this weekend. But with this sifting litter box, it's an absolute nightmare, and I haven't had any problems with it until today. So it's been probably 3 or 4 weeks that I've been using it with the sifting litter box, and again, there were no issues. I've probably been using the litter with this sifting litter box for like 3 or 4 weeks, and I do have to say, with this loop litter box, with the sifting litter box, I do feel like the World's Best Cat Litter does work better with it. But it's been working okay until today. And I was scooping out the litter. Well, I sifted it, but then I had to scoop it because a whole bunch of it was stuck to the bottom of this. I don't know if one of the cats had diarrhea or something, but it was like a big amount of litter stuck to the bottom in like one big clump. So I scooped it out, but then there was still a whole bunch left in like these little grates, and I said, well, I better go wash this and wash it out. And so that's what I tried to do. The only problem is that this litter turns to like concrete. Like I was trying to poke it through these holes, and it was sticking to what I was using to poke it through. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I hope this doesn't like clog up the drain. But it doesn't even go down the drain. It's all just stuck to the sink, and now I have to go and kind of like wipe it all out of the sink. So I'm really not happy. Like I couldn't even get it completely out of this. Like there's no way. Maybe if it dries, maybe it'll be easier to get out when it dries. So that's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to dry this off, and then I'll put it back under the other 2 trays where it goes right now. But yeah, so I'm really not happy with this Dr. Elsey's litter and the sifting litter box. I feel like it's fine for the other litter boxes, the regular litter boxes, but for a sifting litter box, it just does not work. 10:07 p.m. I was playing with Stella with a toy. You see the toy she's laying on? So I was playing with that toy with her a little while ago, and I was trying to get her to lay in the bed, and it looks like she went in there on her own, and she looks really comfortable. Those beds are so super soft and comfy, so I'm glad she's giving it a chance and using it.